Okay. Am I getting this right? Did I do this right? I think I did it right. There might be a little feedback loop. 1 sec. There might be a little feedback loop. Wow, that's low latency and everything on Twitch. Now let's check the YouTube. Low latency and everything. A little less than low latency. Sweet. All right. Then I think we're good to roll out then. What's up? Hang on 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I just, was testing some certain things. And now that it's working, someone streamed to the... Oh, wait. What is happening here? Oh, I see. Okay. Let me modify this one then. I gotta fix YouTube. Because of course I do. Ah, balls. Where is it? It's all... Copy that. Modify that. Put that in there. And that should be fixed. In theory. Whoops. Hi, YouTube. I fixed the thing. And why does this keep popping up? Okay. why this isn't working the way I want it to. What's up with that? And also my gate's a little messed up. Oh, I went the wrong way. Now you're gonna hear my fan. Incredible. Or is that the wrong way? Man, what the hell's going on? Let's just go way up there. Yeah, okay. That's definitely wrong. So let's try you. Excuse me? What the hell is happening here? Apologize for everything. I'm sorry about everything. There we go. That's how we do it. Did I do okay? I figured it out. According to YouTube, apparently. Hey, maybe if I hit this one, just stop that. I feel like I don't need the first. Yeah. How am I? Oh, okay. Very mid. Let's test that. See if YouTube's okay. I'm hitting the absolute. Twitch. Didn't like Twitch. There we go. Alright. YouTube's looking good. Twitch seems to be looking good. Alright. Figured it out. Sick. You were here last time, which
if anyone
you weren't.
wants to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad.
Let's be honest here.
I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship.
I am a Spectre now. He's a Spectre.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
I got my windows all set.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Seems think I need to talk to Chocolates again, but
Yes, Commander?
and
Goodbye,
I just hit
Commander.
goodbye.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I did.
I'd never
do this
worked with
already.
him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Been a total dickhead.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Hell yeah. I also was a bitch to
Commander?
Ashley.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
They died, you lived. That happens in this job.
Yes, Commander. Believe me, I understand that. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
So be more alert.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh
I'll
my.
make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I've never been Renegade Dash.
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
I think I've only beaten this game as a
Nice ship
Paragon.
you got, Shepard. What
I've
can I
beaten it a
do
couple
for
times.
you?
What's your story, Rex?
Usually always
There's
like,
no
I'm gonna play a Paragon run, and then
Go
I'll
ask
play the whole
Krogan if
series,
he wants
and then I don't.
stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
You're still here. It can't be all that bad.
I don't expect you to understand, But don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Rex. Talk to Adams. I haven't talked to him yet.
Commander, you know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll get rid of her.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally, I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually, the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running, and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I don't like the idea of aliens studying the architecture of Alliance ships.
We're on the same side here. My people have more reason to hate the Geth than anyone, remember? But you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship as advanced as the Normandy.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Oh, well, tell me about it.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input.
That seems slightly different than
individual awareness
2 and 3.
identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Naturally.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
You got what you deserved.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place.
I'm gonna be mean to everyone this game.
Make a mistake when we went to
When I die, I come back.
If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Oh, I should go.
See you later.
Alright, let's game rolling, shall we? Anyone, I mean, I see one viewer in Twitch. Probably. I forget how Twitch. Two. If, you do have whoever you are. We got Pharos, Novaria, and, oh, Brain. Brain is gone. Pharos, Novaria, and... I could deal with this. I could... Can't do this. Okay. How do I back out with mouse and keyboard? Escape. Okay, it makes sense. Pharos, Novaria, and Big Sight, which is... I don't know. I know this. Of all the things, I probably want to pick up Aura first, though. My plan is going to tally the Aura on my team because Soldier, they are tech and biotic experts. Asteroid belts, now that I... Plutonium. Hydrogen.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Maybe I didn't. Oh. Never mind. That's why I don't know it, because I don't friggin' know it. Let's go save some soldiers. Right in the Mako. Team. I'm gonna go Rex. Aiden. Be a dick to our human. I mean, I guess I could be just straight. What am I trying to say? I could be straight renegade and straight racist against aliens, too. That'd be interesting. Okay, it's all normal. Stress signals over there. I'm just gonna put that there, but signal first. All right. That's the pressure. Pressure on. Ow. Swim away, swim away. Still repairing, I see. God damn. Pressure, I hardly know her. Ha 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 ha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should have stalled a lot sooner than that. Come on, bro. There it is. Did it. F is not the way to get out. Q's the way to get out. Spacebar.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Oh, darn beacon. I upgraded, apparently.
We're under Admiral Collins' command. You want to know what happened here?
Did I do everything? Alright, did everything. It's back. It's like in my smoking apparently, but everything's fine. We're healthy. Or not. This might be the toughest part of the game. I don't know, I'm doing this. That'd be the toughest part, without doubt. Probably could have gotten out and killed the Thresher easier than Mako. I'll call him Mako because I just played. This is the Mako now. Mako 35. All damage. Plutonium. I like this map update from a mod. I remember searching all of these planets. It was interesting. Everything seems to be on the map. I know. Okay, so back on the thought of planets, Ermeyer is not the one with Dara. Ferris and Novaria are the... Novaria is the winter one, with Benezia. Ferris is the Thorian. What is that other planet called? Racking my brain. Rookie mistakes here. Is someone who professes that they think they know all things about Mass Effect. Survey. Nearly done. I guess 2. I'll show you a crash probe. This is it, right? Oh Lord. Did it. You stupid probe. I keep hitting left click. It's gonna put a thing on the map. It's not. We got a Solarian. Of scientist. Islands. That's that. Get off this planet now. It's gonna get old, so we're gonna do a good handful of them. Just so you're aware. And it's mostly gonna get old because of I already did this, right? Yeah. It should always stay up. Okay. I could look at Biastos as a terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. Surface is scorching hot. Composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little of interest upon this desolate world. I will not go through all this. Thank you. I won't do it. Torch you all. Give me that platinum. Platinum trophies. We're on mouse and keyboard PC. The platinum trophies. Okay. Armeni. Armeni or Armony? Might do Armeni. The world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton, and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonation. Flyby probe of Armenia detected multiple areas at the equator with oddly regular surface pressure. Closer investigation revealed there's millions of elaborate crypts, a few down below the surface, left by a long extinct spacefaring species called the Diof. Diof? Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Salah holds grave sites as sacrosanct. Matter has been tied up in court for a decade. Neat. Therum. I would not have remembered Therum at all. Pharos, Novaria, and Therum. There it is. We'll come back. No. I guess we'll get Liara now. Yeah. I'm not gonna read all. Save you all the trouble. Fuck it. Small hydrogen helium gas planet. Arcanes has been Arcanus. It's developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ship hauling refined materials from Therum. In addition to a power field drive charge, Arcanus, largely automated infrastructure of helium-3 refining and deuterium mining, many watery ice moons. Cool. I know I missed this planet. Therum. Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the human systems. Its plentiful, heavy materials have filled the recent manufacturing of Earth. Samples, rich with fossils-based organisms, indicate in the past. Let's explain. Many Prothean ruins, beings dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Just gonna go into generic British accent. Only distinguishable as an American doing a shitty British accent. It's that simple. Therum. Man, I would never. You know why? Because there's the Thorian on Pharos. I'm gonna blame that.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Okay. We gotta play this safe and sound. We don't have a lot on me, Jill. Now, if I have to walk the entire way, I'm gonna be pissed. Be a ship flying over. I believe. Right in this area. There it is. Like I knew. Balls. Balls and shafts. Got him. Alright, we're good. We're still good. Intimidate can't do anything. Oh, I don't. Sniper rifle. That's my weapon of choice at the moment. Sure kills things nice and quick. I think I want Rex on shotguns. Till he dies. Spoiler. I want Rex dead. None of you can stop. A lot of, I think there's a turret in place. Turret, whatever. Placements. Things showing up on the menu. Pretty sure if I go. Yeah, there they are. Big miss. There we go. Twofer.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. He should sneak around and pull its tail.
This fool just took out all three of the main guards. Like that. Or not, Rex. Or not, bitch. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. That worked. Kinda. Mistakes were made. Okay. There we go. We did it. Kinda. So this is confusing because I feel like it should be forward and back controls, but it's like right. Hitting A makes you go left, and D makes you go right, and then W goes forward and S goes back, based on where you're facing. Where I want it to be like driving controls, or like you're steering with A and D. A little confusing. Bada boom. There's not really anything.
Clear.
Certainly not clear, Tally. Ryan. Oh, I missed. There it is.
Perimeter secured.
False. Yeah, let's open the gate now. Those bitches. Is there? There is something. Oh, upgrade kit. I need all the supplies I can carry. Did I lose a wheel? Nope, they're not the same size. Fine. Kinda looks like I lost a wheel. button, shift. That's gonna confuse me the entire time I play Mass Effect. Suppressing fire! Uh-oh. Why no one else was shooting, and why he wasn't shooting at anyone else, but... What? It is what it is. It's open. I hit the grenade button, not the holster button. Perfect. I know it says 0 on me, Jill. I still want to do it. Game of Frogger. Nothing. And this has
Nothing but rocks, dirt, and lava. Reminds me of home.
yeah, there we go. There we go. We got it. We don't got it. Forward. Ish. Over you two. Deserved. Another level up. Basically not gonna use pistol shotguns. Thus, did I go in the I should, because heavy arm. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Totally. I also have throw. So I'm kind of a badass. Rex Carnage now. It's healthy. More prepared. Fitness. I guess I'm great. Build boot. It's a start. Oh yeah. Oh no. Rocket to the face. One of the big ones. Take a lot of hits. Colossus. It's in the name. Oh, hey there. What's up, Ogsmad livestream? Why are you watching? Hi. Don't you have, like, banana dogs to look at? Parkour. Parkour with a Mako. I feel for you, my guy. You do a wonderful service. It's definitely one of the best bits of the bonus episodes, without a doubt. Casually jump a rocket, no big deal. This is where I have to leave. Okay. Good time to die. Let's just save. Probably good to pull out the sniper rifle too. Oh wait, this is different than... I remember now. Later is when we have to fight the Colossus on foot. Right? Oh boy. I'm too weak. I made that shot. The game fucked up. It's a me. Nothing good for snipers. AR is the same. More accuracy might be good for this actually. But Rex is basically a shotgun boy. Allie actually could. It's currently on the. Oh yeah. I finally realized that you can only use Omni tools a certain. Oh, I guess the biotic one. Oh, yeah, that makes so much more sense. In a while. Tech bonus, she's all tech. Makes sense to me. Drastically horrific. see how it is. My accuracy is 10 out of 10 right now. Oh, you son of a... I swear to God. I swear to God. Cover me, I'm going in. I hit them for like nothing? I doubt that? I got you. Oh, terrible. Shield down. How do I crouch again? You got it, you got it. Suppressing fire! Uh-oh. I love the sniper rifle in this game. Normally, generally, when I actually hit them. Yeah. Right in the testicles. Oh yeah, here's the problem. Here's the problem with the game. Remember my first playthrough dying here about 600 to 700 times? By no fault of my own, I just, you know, casually walked into rockets. It's a very underutilized character or enemy. The Flicker similar character. Where are they? Oh, come on. Come on. Go over there. And use your ability.
ECM is hot.
Dude. Squirrely little bastards. Oh, we're hiding. Hi there, we're hiding. They literally jump out of the way as soon as I try to shoot them. Every time. Oh boy. Hey, I got one. Alright. I'm still alive. He's just... Oxmed, you're killing it. Really. It's so funny watching him descend into madness. And that missed. Okay. It's always fun to see. And some people really enjoyed when the whole saga of, you know, the lawsuit and all that. Some people miss that aspect of the show, I feel like. That's a dead shepherd. Not from the rocket zone. What's happening? And Rex beside me? No? What's going on? It's a bug. Give it 10 minutes. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Uh-oh. I can't even pause. I can't pause it. How do I... Okay, I'm gonna make sure Rex died. Over there. Maybe that'll do it. Rex, go over there and die, please. Thank you. That was it. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be, I mean, already is interesting what they've done. Wow, Tally went down fast. I think I need to kill this sniper first. That worked. I keep losing my armor fast. No scope. I don't like that that keeps clearing my armor, even though I'm... Uh-oh. Which one am I looking? Not one, maybe. Yeah, I meant over there, Ellie. Dang it. hit him right in the elbow. Yeah! Death by elbow sniper flash. So good. Son of a bitch. Okay. Biggest hazards. Overwatch, just clear out the shield and then you... Straight over. Perfect. I can breathe again. For now. The inside have
Formed around the ruin after it was built.
Peace. Everything shoot, 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 die, die, die.
Protheans sure build things.
Somebody help me, please. Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Quit shouting. This place is crawling with Geth.
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara Tassoni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the Geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly. There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Specimens of Geth. There we go. There we go. All's well. Get him, Rex. I swear to God, if you have another shield. Did not. Bottom. Can I arrow key? Yeah. Damn. Down, left, right, up. Left. We did it. Incredibly loud.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Superior fire.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know...
was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Quit being cute, Rex. Gonna die. Stop making funny jokes, because you're gonna die. This is also a shitty fight. You're not like easy difficulty.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Balls. Just leave Rex, he's gonna die anyway.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from
She's
the
the love
volcano.
interest for me.
Those Geth would have killed me or
This
dragged
time?
me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know
Because
something
I've just been total renegade.
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Get to the point.
Get to the
The
point.
galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Shut up and Jesus.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my
Alright,
brain.
I'll be nice to
I'm still
my
trying
love
to sort out
interest,
what
and
it all
that's about
means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
So what good are you?
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Wait, Commander. Saren might
Awful.
try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Great, another alien.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time
Push him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Something I've always wanted to do too.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Yeah. Yeah, we're totally cutting them out. Council's dead. Oh my. I guess we can say hi to Liara. Is she down where Anderson's office? Can you at rubbing her face against the mic? What do I do?
Commander, do you have a minute?
I don't.
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents to expose people to Element Zero.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case, anyway. My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle to get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with a week after our closeout. Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
I'll decide that.
I want to know everything my crew is capable of, Lieutenant. We're out of our element here.
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Sure you did.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Well, as long as you don't mind.
Why should I pay you for my weapons?
Stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Commander, how are
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Spoken like a true C-Sec officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Yeah.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
For a personal chat.
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vakarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I share your concerns, Chief, but I'm under orders.
Under orders to let aliens gather military intelligence? I can't believe that was the Alliance's intention. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
I trust that's not insubordination, I hear.
No, sir. That's patriotism. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Yeah.
The council's had a grudge against us since the First Contact War.
I don't think it's a grudge. I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
This is an Alliance warship, not the Parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma Party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Just shut up. God damn.
I expect you to keep your family politics to yourself, Chief. This mission will be difficult enough without you picking fights with aliens.
Aye, aye, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Edward? Rex?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
It was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Ellie doesn't say much. I think,
Oh, hello, Shepard.
I think I need this.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
I need my crew to be in top form. I can't have you daydreaming about going home.
Don't worry, Shepard. I know what's at stake. If we don't stop Saren, I won't have a home to go back to. I'll be ready when you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Renegade's not gonna all. Need to say more crass things.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my metal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
That figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Froelich syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Exploration time.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nassana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Mako. Fall damage. Armor there. That'll do. Yeah, perfect. Perfect driving. Why that wasn't on the map? Wasn't it? Jackson, shoot. Pirates. Get fucked. Pirates. I'll do it. Hey, I have a zoom in? I didn't. Okay. I didn't know that. Really cool.
Regroup! Form up!
Sick. Take all of you. Understand how the DPS is. Get our Reaper 3. Or kick your friggin' ass. Yeah, that's a nice get on here. Compared to... Oh, we're not wearing the pink armor. Use it. There we go, perfect. No under. Planet, make sure this area is clear. And well, I think we might call it that time. Clear this planet. Clear the solar system. Solar system. This is the last one. Ours on. Really recoiling with my clicks for no reason. Use the boost to get through. Yeah, big flip.
Moving out.
Oh boy. That's it. That for that plan? That. Sometimes there are things. Artemis Tau is done. We did one section. That's all today. I think we'll do Asteroid X-57. Yeah, I think we'll take a break now. Oh man, we got anomalies everywhere. Strange transmissions. Looking like the next plan will be the X7 thing. Hanging out. Y'all have a good one.